friends, welcome to our channel Google Galaxy. Today we are going to discuss the colligative property. We are going to discuss the elevation in boiling point temperature under the colligative property. Make sure that you have seen the previous part to continue with this lecture, because before going with the elevation in boiling point you must know what does colligative property means and the related concept with the colligative property. Okay, let's start with the elevation in boiling. Suppose we are having the two beakers. These two beakers, we called it as A and B. We are having these first beaker as A. It is having some solvent part in pure state, maybe some pure water, and we are having another beaker B with having some solute as pure water, and some this beaker is represent as B, and this beaker is having some solute covering some surface area of this container. We call this as solute covering this surface area. When we closed these two beakers with the help of any lid, what we will see that both are having the solvent, and this solvent starts evaporating in the form of vapors, and this pure water get together to form vapors. These water vapors automatically evaporates because it's a behavior of water to evaporate itself with the rising temperature with the help of with the surroundings. Now pure water will evaporate to and get together in the form of vapors. Similarly, this will happen in the beaker B having some solute and pure water. Because of this solute is having this solute covers some surface area, so overall vapor pressure of B will be lesser than vapor pressure of A. We know it very well, we discussed in the previous lecture. So what will happen if I just boil this water? Make sure that when we boil the water will evaporate. When water boils, the water will boils at 100 degree. It means, what does 100 degree means? 100 degree means that the pressure of the surface of the pressure, these particles are keep on creating pressures by striking on the surface of jar and the surface of water. When the temperature rises, by giving heat, when we heat it from the base, the water starts boiling. When the water boils, remember this point, the water will boils only and only if its internal pressure will be equal to the external pressure. I'll repeat again. Outside this jar, there are number of particles of air were keep on striking this surface of jar. What does science say? Science say that when the pressure on the surface of jar, when the external pressure, we call this pressure as external pressure, when the external pressure of this beaker is equal to the surface of the liquid pressure, is equal to the pressure, or I can say inside the pressure, when these pressure become equal, the water will boil itself. If the external pressure will decrease, the water will not boil, or I can say water will boil earlier. Water will boil but taking lesser time. So if a small amount of non-volatile solute is added to a volatile solvent, say water, the vapor pressure of solution formed will decrease. Why is it so? Because this solute has covered some surface area of this container. This surface area will decrease the formation of vapor pressure. So we say overall vapor pressure of B will be lesser than vapor pressure of B. So when the vapor pressure of this container B decreases, this means that the solution will be heated to higher temperature. Remember one thing, this one is most important point, that when we are having a non-volatile solution, when we are having the non-volatile solute in a container, what we will do, we will need to heat the solution to a higher temperature than that of actual. If this will boils at the 100 degree Celsius, 100 degree, now we will need to heat this to so that this solution boils. We will need to heat up to more than 100 degree Celsius. More than, not at 100 degree Celsius, we will need to heat it at higher temperature in order to get vapor pressure equal to the external pressure. So it will boils. When it will boils, when the internal pressure equal to the external pressure, then it will boil itself. On adding some solute, the vapor pressure becomes decreased. Because of decrease in vapor pressure, the internal pressure will not able to compete with the external pressure, will not be equal to the external pressure. So to boil this solution of container B, what we need to do is we need to equalize the internal pressure and the external pressure. So how it will be possible? When we raise this temperature up, when we raise this temperature above 100 degrees Celsius, it may be depend upon the amount of solute we have added. If I have just added few particles of solute, it may be 101 degrees Celsius. If I just if the amount of solute will be larger, it will be maybe 105 degrees Celsius, but more than 100 degree Celsius. So what we'll term this overall discussion, we'll term this discussion as elevation means jump, elevation in boiling of the solution, when the Raoult understand this whole concept, to use this concept in practical life, to use this concept in daily life, we need to continue with this concept. We need to attach this concept with the mathematics. So what does Raoult say? Raoult has identified that when we add some solute, when we add some range of concentration, the rise in temperature will be directly proportional to the decrease in vapor pressure. This is the concept, this is the term. This term is written by Raoult in mathematical form. So how we can write that the change in the small concentration, as we add more and more solute, there will be rise in the temperature. So there will be, we need to heat at high temperature. So rise in temperature. So how we can write the rise in temperature? Rise in temperature. So if it is at 105, so 105 minus 100, so T2 minus T1. 105 it is acting as T2 and 100 is acting as T1. So T2 minus T1, so we will write as delta T, that is rise in temperature. This one is B for boiling. If I just write F for freezing, if I just write B for boiling, is directly proportional to the decrease in vapor pressure. Decrease in vapor pressure. For a dilute solution, the decrease in vapor pressure pressure, and we also know that the decrease in vapor pressure is completely depend upon the amount of solute we added. So we represent that amount of solute in terms of molality. In terms of molality represented as small m. So we can represent in the mathematical form that is equals to molality. This formula is told by the Ralston. So repeat again. The rise in the temperature T2 minus T1 105 minus 100 degree is directly proportional to a decrease in vapor pressure. So how we can write vapor pressure completely depends upon the molality. What is molality? Amount of solute add. So to remove this directly proportional, we need to add some constant. So we will adding some constant. We will add KB. B is for boiling. K is some constant, and we will call this constant as molal elevation constant. What does this means? This means this constant means this will relate with the surroundings, or we call it as molal or molal ebullioscopic constant. These are the two names of this. Next we are having the derivation of this equation, that how we can derive this equation. So it has been pointed out above that the rise in boiling point temperature is directly proportional to the decrease in vapor pressure. According to Raoult law, that the decrease in vapor pressure that is delta P is directly proportional to moles fraction XB. You will later on see that I will reach to this result. So, or you can learn. Basically, in the exams, there will be no case of derivation. You will have to just learn the final result of this rise in elevation in boiling. You will have to just learn the final results. You need not to go for derivation. You have to just see that how I can solve. You must know that from where these values came. So therefore, or we can write as so what does this represents? This represents what is the formula for mole fraction of B. We know that the mole fraction of number of moles when we are having the two solutes A and B. We are having the two solutes A and B. A is acting as pure water, B is acting as solute. So putting this value in this equation, we will get the result of K since we know that the amount of solute is the solution is so much diluted that the solute is about negligible as compared to the number of moles of solvent. The water in excess and the solute, if I just added salt in the water, the amount of salt, the number of moles of salt will be very much smaller than that of water. So we say that the number of moles of water is very much greater than that of number of moles of B. So therefore what we will see, we will neglect this value of NB. So what we'll do, if this will be in excess, so we will neglect this NB. So the output will be delta T. It's all up to your teacher that the teacher has included this derivation or not. So I have continued with derivation because it's all up to the teacher to which limit he or she continue. We are having this value. The number of formula for number of moles is molecular mass. This one is the weight of mass. If I am just take 2 grams divided by number of moles, this is for H2SO4 if I just take this value, and 98 is molecular mass of H2SO4. If I just added all these atomic masses, we will get the 98, and the amount taken is 2 gram. If I am having this one, this is how we can represent this number of moles. You will have to just understand this one is a formula for number of moles. So, or we can write this as and we just move to the as a numerator. So what we will say, if the NB is the number of solute dissolved in 1000 gram of solvent, then NB divided by WA, I repeat again, if NB is the number of moles of solute dissolved in 1000 gram of solvent, then NB over WA, this one is 1000 gram. If you just take in as 1000 gram, so NB over WA will be molality. So how we can write it as? We will write it as delta T is equals to K MA multiplied by molality. Here molar mass of solvent is constant, so therefore we will write it as Kb. Here molar mass is constant, so we will write it as Kb. So this one is the we write Kb as molal elevation constant. So this is all about the elevation in boiling.